Hey guys, it is Xander here, back with another video. Before we get started, feel free to click that notification bell down below so that you can be notified when I post my videos. Today, we're going to continue the credit series and we're going to talk about how to build and establish credit. So this can count for people with bad credit and you need some tips on rebuilding, or for those young adults and things like that that have never had credit before and want to know how to go about establishing credit. Like always, this is not some end-all be-all guide. This is just things that have helped me on my journey to rebuild my credit and have helped a lot of my friends that I've given tips to along the way. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So one of the first things that I tell people who are trying to build credit, who don't really have it or trying to repair their credit, look into secured credit cards. So secured credit cards are credit cards that require you to put down a security deposit. 9 times out of 10, they don't really check your credit to do so. So it's really easy to get those. A credit card is the easiest way to build your credit. Having a good credit card payment history can do wonders for a credit score. So how a secured credit card works, for example, let's say I take out a secured Capital One credit card. I put $200 down as a deposit and they send me a card with a $200 credit limit. Now the reason they take the deposit is just in case I happen to default, they have that money. So basically the funds are secured. Secured credit cards typically don't require credit checks, and it's the easiest way if you don't have any credit established to get some good credit card payment history going. So that is definitely something that you should take a look at. They have all types of secure credit cards out there. I know Discover has one, Capital One has one, and there are a lot of different companies that do have secure credit cards, and I'll put some of those in the links down below. You can also get a secured credit card through your bank a lot of the times. Secure credit cards are good for those of you with no credit card history and no current open accounts. They're really a good way, like I said, to establish a history and to show the lenders that you're good about paying your debts. Another way to build your credit is through self-lender. So one of the reasons that I like self-lender is because there are no credit checks or anything like that. And it's really easy and has a lot of benefits. So basically how self-lender works, you put in your information, your employment information, income and things like that, and they tell you what you're approved for as far as a loan amount, but it's not a loan for them to give you money. It's basically you paying it to yourself. So you have a monthly payment, and a lot of times the lease is like 12 months, and basically you pay into yourself every month, and then at the end of the year, they send you a check for the amount that you paid in. So I like it because there's no credit checks. It builds your credit because they report to credit bureaus like a credit payment, like you're paying down an installment loan. And then that comes in handy. In a year's time, you'll have this extra money that you've been putting into every month. So in the description down below, I'm going to put down Penny Hoarder's description of self-lender, because it's not really as complicated as it sounds. It's really just a matter of paying into yourself monthly and then being able to utilize that to build your credit, and then you have that extra money at the end of the year. So that's a really cool thing that I like. Another option is a merchant loan. So My Jeweler's Club is my favorite. No credit history is required. There are a few requirements, which I'll put down in the description below. You have to be at least 18, and there's a few other requirements, which I'll put down below. But basically how it works, you fill out your personal information, your income information, and you are approved for $5,000 by default. Now there is a membership fee. It's like $99 to start, and then 50% of whatever you're gonna buy. But it's really good. I got mine started when I was building my credit for like $150, and then it gave me a credit balance of about $5,000, which really helps when it comes to your credit utilization and things like that. One of the most important things when building and establishing credit is your payment history. So your payment history affects 35% of your credit score calculation, which I talked about in the previous video, and I will touch on more in the next video. Payment history is absolutely the most important thing that you want to pay attention to when you're trying to establish, build, and maintain a good credit score. So all of these things that I talked about can be very helpful assets, but you have to make sure that you are making your payments on time and things like that. All of these things that I talked about that help you build and establish credit, basically you're showing creditors good and recent credit habits. So secured credit cards, merchants accounts, self-lender, they're really easy, really quick tools that will help you establish credit where no prior credit history exists. And then for those of you who have bad credit scores and would like to rebuild, there are also very helpful ways to build your credit there as well. So if you learned something in this video, please feel free. I'm going to link the next video in this series, which is how to maintain a good credit score. Let me know in the comments below some things that you guys want to know about credit, whether it's building credit, repairing credit, or just any type of questions you may have. And then also, if you learned something in this video, like I always say, please share the video. Let's spread the knowledge. I am all about spreading that knowledge. Like I said, there was a lot of stuff that I did not know about credit growing up. They don't teach it in schools. So a lot of this stuff that I learned and a lot of these tips that I'm giving you guys, I had to learn through actually going to find out this information. I had to learn the hard way. I did a lot of damage to my credit when I was really young, like, 18. And I've been working for years to kind of remedy that. So feel free to let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This is Xander Ascends, and I am signing out.